Hey everyone, it's Mike. During this video, I'm going to talk about 3 nootropics which I love but I do not take in the morning. This is important because people should, in my opinion, realize not only what nootropics and what to take, but when the right scenario is or what time is that they should take it in. So the first would be rhodiola, which, man, I love this stuff. I rate it 9 or 10 out of 10. It is great for fighting fatigue. That being said, in my opinion, or from my experience, that's 90% of the reasons why you should take it. It fights fatigue. So if you're taking something which fights fatigue, what's the point of taking it in the morning? You're waking up in your pretty much best state. All the research essentially shows that from the time that you wake up, your willpower is the highest. Your logical brain is basically functioning best as far as executive functions and your ability just to look through things, analyze things, and be objective at them. What's the purpose of taking rhodiola when in essence you already have that? You have that naturally, just embrace that. By taking it, you can make your mind like slightly clear, but it really is, as I say, it's like a nap in a pill. So rhodiola, it's a great supplement, but that is its purpose to fight fatigue. What's the point taking it in the morning? The second one would be bacopa. And this is a very different reason, but it is important in my opinion for you to realize that bacopa does have very strong effect in just decreasing your energy levels. Unconsciously, you may be unaware that this stuff, it causes like lethargy, a bit of fatigue. Upon taking it, you should experience maybe like 10 to 20 minutes of just kind of like feeling physically tired. So I don't like that effect, especially me. At this point, I'm exercising at least like 5-6 days per week, and to take bacopa prior to my workout, it does not serve me. And if you look at pre-workouts, they may have, and a pre-workout product is designed to, in essence, help you have a better workout. Very often they have a little bit of bacopa, but the bacopa is not to amplify your energy. It's more so just to help you with the caffeine, because bacopa, there does have a good use to it that it can really just mitigate the effects of the crash. So with caffeine, you typically have the peak 60 to 90 minutes afterwards, and then it crashes down. And bacopa, it can just make you kind of a little bit more like relaxed. It's a nice transition from like a peak state to like just to like level off and have balanced levels of energy. But that being said, why not just have your bacopa afterwards? So have your workout and then bacopa followed afterwards. So ideally like your morning stack, right? Get your workout in and then let's say an hour post-workout, have your bacopa then, right? Number 3 would be ashwagandha. This is a very similar reason to bacopa as far as just its levels, just in fighting like your energy levels, your drive, your overall motivation. I've always been looking at this. So one of the places where I like to look is Reddit, just where people talk about their experiences with nootropics to see if I can relate, which 90% of the time I don't. That being said, 10% of the time somebody says something and I thought, well, I thought I was the only one, and then I'll just go a bit deeper, right? So in terms of it, I'm looking over somebody's comment. They said, I switched to taking ashwagandha in the evening. I was taking it in the morning for a couple of months with most of my other supplements, but I felt like it was giving me brain fog and killing my motivation. It took me a while to narrow it down, and problems went away after I switched it to evenings. I believe in that to some extent, but I wouldn't say it until the evenings. I would say ashwagandha more so in the afternoons, because it does really mess with your energy levels. Ashwagandha is like the mindfulness pill, in my opinion. Really just kind of get in your head, but not for like the wrong reasons. You feel like you have a better relationship with yourself. You have a better relationship with stress. It does have like, it's a very good pill for stress resilience, which is your ability and your capacity to handle stress. And that's something which you, in essence, really, really want. If you have a positive perspective of stress, you're more likely to do things which really will help you provide value. Like very often if you're in business, right, there's a lot of stressful things people experience. They have to, in essence, like deal with complaining customers, which I have to do. I have to picking up the phone. There's a problem client, right? But ashwagandha is one of those tools where it can like help to shift your perspective in that this is not a complaining customer. This is a opportunity to understand really what the customer wants, right? And it'll help me overall. So that is the kind of mindset you'll have as a result of ashwagandha. That being said, why take it in the morning when it's not going to help with your energy? It's not going to help with your focus. It's not going to really help you with your drive. Leave it until the afternoon. Let's say you're a little bit fatigued. I'm taking it I'm taking it twice per day, typically once in the afternoon, say around 2, and then once at 5 or 6. I don't like taking a lot of things before bed, just in case it does mess with my sleep. That being said, I do take tribulus for testosterone. I sometimes take some zinc, some magnesium, and glucosamine. Not that I need to take that in the evening, but that's kind of like my stack, anything which can help me get my sleep better. So I wouldn't say take it in the evening, but overall, those three things, Bacopa, Rhodiola, and Ashwagandha, I would recommend that if you're trying them in the morning, try taking in the afternoon. Notice that it may not do too much for you, especially if you're somebody who goes to the gym. These will definitely hurt your performance, in my opinion. Hope you guys found that helpful. It helps me out when you subscribe, you click like and your comment. I read your comments. I love your comments. Don't forget to share my channel. It helps me out. And hey, I'm really curious to know from you guys, what do you want to see in my videos? You know, in terms of like my nootropic stack, I may be taking 10 to 12 things. So I want to know from you, do you want me to talk more about more about any particular newts? Do you want me to talk about drugs in terms of for ADHD? Do you want me to talk about thyroid? Do you want me to talk about racetams? Do you want me to talk about working out? You know, stuff like drive, entrepreneurship, mindfulness, and even non-nootropic recommendations that can help you out. Yeah, really curious to know if you guys could help me out with that, then I can help you out further. I want to make my channel useful for you and really put out stuff that you guys, you know, can look at and be like, you know, I learned something today. That was cool, right? Don't forget to comment. I read your comments. I'll look forward to seeing you all next time. Take care.